Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today you find me in Albufeira. We're going to have a look around all the beaches, the town centre, have a look around the shops, check out the bars, maybe check out the restaurants and much more. Come on, let's go.
Yo, it's a jack's life, packed your bags on its roll. From first class flights to that budget hotel. Planes, trains, tourist games, we're on the move. Dropping reviews, making travel smooth. Sky high vibes, tracks down low. Jet set living everywhere we go. Hit subscribe, take the journey, don't wait. It's a jack's life, adventure's great.
So just up here on top of the cliff, let's have a good look over the beach. Absolutely massive beach here in Albufeira. You can see it goes all the way around to the coastline, and then there's a little cliff path that walks around there that goes round to Albufeira Harbour, which is just there. Right, let's go check it all out. It's just at the top of the town here, on top of the cliff. There are a few places to eat. Da Vinci's Gelato and Pizza. And this is the little road train which goes between the Old Town and the new strip. I'm sure there's a few other stops en route, but that's what I use it for. We're going to head down here towards the main town. To get down from the cliff, there is a little road that skates round. You can have a wander down there, or you can go on the famous Albufeira escalators. Although I think the top half is broken, so I have to do a little bit of walking. Turns out it's not broken. This man's just turned it on for us. Full of stickers. So as we come down, we've got the big town centre, big square, and then all the bars and restaurants go along here all the way into the Old Town. We're going to go have a look at the beach first, walk along there, and then we'll get to the Old Town later on. Glad there is an escalator. That's a lot of stairs to walk up. Just chatting to a bloke there, said they were all broke the other day and he had to walk all the way up them. Luckily not the case today. Alright, let's go check out this beach. I think there's a little bit of a jetty we can walk on out here. Someone's not happy about being on holiday. So there are sets of deck chairs both sides, or sun loungers that you can have. There's a set over here, then you got the little jetty, and then there's some more up that way with a few cabanas. They're about €15 for the day, so not too bad. So here in Portugal, obviously we're not on the Mediterranean, we're on the Atlantic, so the seas are a bit rougher and they're quite a lot colder as well, to be fair. Quite choppy today. If you like the sound of waves crashing though, you'll definitely like it round here. Right, we're going to head up the beach this way and I'll show you another little weird thing about Albufeira. They do like, well, they don't really like stairs, they give you many options instead of stairs, so I'll go show you the next option. So these cliffs here look natural, and indeed they are a cliff face, but they're actually sprayed with a type of concrete to stop rock falls. It kind of looks pretty natural. So when I'm out and about making these travel videos, I very regularly use maps on my phone to know exactly where I am, track the routes and show you the best spots. To do that, I need data. And as we know, data roaming charges abroad are going up and up all the time. So this time, traveling abroad, I've teamed up with an eSIM. I installed it prior to flying, so as soon as I travelled, it was ready to go. And I had data on my phone, ready for browsing social media, plotting routes and ordering Ubers. I've gone with Adventure Sims for a few different reasons. The first off is the one-click install, which makes everything very simple. There's no juggling physical SIM cards. You just download the app and install it with a tap. Next up is the instant activation. The eSIM activates automatically as soon as you touch down in your destination. And finally, the track and top-up system. On the app right there itself, it'll tell you exactly how much data you've used off your plan, and if you need to top it up, you just click the button and it tops up instantly for you. I'm so impressed with them, I've teamed up to give you a special offer. Scan the QR code on screen now or hit the link in the description below, select your data plan and use code JACK at checkout for 10% off your next order. Do it now and thank me later. Right, let's go find the old town. Looks like they're going one step further this side and actually building a bit of a seawall. Might be a little tunnel going through there, I suppose. We'll see in the coming years. Another set of sunbeds here that you can hire. These ones come with little tables. And then what's really useful is at the back of the beach, they do have these boardwalks which make getting around a little bit better. Also the sand here gets very, very hot, so sliders are needed. Luckily, there are a good number of restaurants and bars along the front, so when you're getting a bit hot in this midday sun, you can stop for a cheeky iced tea. Of course, if you want to get maximum relaxation, you can get yourself a Thai massage. I think you want to get all the sand off you first though. It'd be an absolute nightmare. So this end of the cliff, they've kind of left natural and then they've put chicken wire over the top. Doesn't look quite as good as the other side. So just to the side of the beach here is the little cliff path, little walkway. I'll tell you, it's much cooler here. You actually get a bit of a breeze off the sea. It's very nice to walk along the beach, but it is a very hot day, and it is quite a decent way along that beach. We're not going to walk all the way around here. This goes to the Marina, and we're actually going to head to the Old Town. But I did want to just show you a little bit of it. Amazing cliffs, and then this little path that goes around, and you can watch the waves come in all day. A few people braving the water. It's quite wavy today. Right, instead of braving all them stairs, we're going to take the famous Albufeira beach lift. It's too hot for stairs. Takes its time, but we should hopefully get some good views out of the window. Here we go. Have you ever used a lift on a beach before? No, I haven't either. Well, I have, because I've been here before, but this is the only place I've done. It's much nicer than walking up all them steps. 27 degree heat. Are we at the top? Oh, one more. Another cracking view from up top. Right, we're going to wander through a few of these back streets, see what we can find. Over here is a beautiful restaurant, by the way. I've eaten here a few times. From the front, it looks like a very normal bog standard building, and then you come out the back and it's got this beautiful terrace overlooking all the cliffs. If you're in Albufeira, do give that restaurant a try. The food is also brilliant, by the way. Beautiful green tiled house on top of the cliff, number 24. I'd quite like to own that, looking out there. Not a bad view to have your morning coffee too, would it? On your little Juliet balcony. Right, so up top, a few little trinkety stores. Ocean bar, you can have a Bloody Mary for €8. Big tile mural. What we got here? Boats and fish and Viking, Roman looking people. They do like the painted tiles in Portugal. They do them very well. What they also do well in Portugal is big jugs. I'd always love to have a look in these little houses. They're probably real small but real cute. Wonder if the holiday lets these days, who knows. And we'll head round a few little windy streets. They do offer tuk-tuk rides. We'll have a wander down this road, although these back alleys turn into the M6 all of a sudden. Essentially what I've learned in Portugal is if a car can fit, they can drive down it. That man found my joke real funny. So essentially all around here you just have beautiful little restaurants. Food's amazing, by the way. Portugal sometimes has a bad reputation for food, but I think it's amazing. Apart from the raw chicken I had once, which wasn't really Portugal's fault, it's more the chef's fault. Just go down this one. They all have really cool road signs and street road signs, again with the painted tiles.
Try one.
this is like the main entertainment square. If you stay tuned to the channel, there will be a video of Albufeira after dark, and you can see how lively this is at the night time. Still pretty busy in the day, just a bit more subdued. There's lots of restaurants around here, and then at night time the bars and clubs all get lively. Vegas bar. And then the end of this road, you end up back in the square. And we've kind of done a circle around all of Albufeira. So that completes my tour here in Albufeira. If you are looking at coming to Portugal, do give this place a consideration. Come and give it a go. It's a very nice place. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe.
Subscribe, take the journey, don't wait. It's a Jack's life, adventure's great.